You are from a state which actually, if you have to travel to in your lifetime. So what do you
Yes.
think is but coming out from a pandemic, what do you think is the impact and the challenge, and how do you cater to this? How ready are you to face it?
Goa tourism has been receiving growth year on year, both in terms of domestic segment as well as in international tourists. However, here I would like to focus that out of the total tourists that have come last year, about 85% of the tourists were domestic tourists. And we believe that India is not only the world's largest democracy and the second most populous country in the world, but in terms of landmass, we are also the seventh largest. And the most heartening thing is that India has got more than 400 smartphone or mobile users or internet web-based users. And the best part is that for us, we believe that though we are in a crisis situation now, we are going to really boom post COVID-19 scenario has been unlocked. And why I am so confident on this is because the Honorable Prime Minister in his speech 10 months back mentioned that in his Dekho Bharat speech that if a domestic tourist visits more than 15 states in a year, there will be some sort of incentives. And this has gone a very long way to touch a chord with potential travelers. As you know, the middle class population of India is also very strong. So we are trying to target this particular group. One of the challenges that we have faced because of the COVID crisis, our presence in most of the domestic exhibition and fairs has been curtailed. However, to send our message across, we have been focusing very strongly on social media handles, namely Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. And we have received tremendous amount of response. We have to use artificial intelligence. We have to use other modern technologies wherein we can bridge a gap and make it very exciting. Coming back to the impact that COVID-19 has had on us, we have in fact, we're preempting this, and we had done a survey with KPMG along with the stakeholders, TTAG, along with offline and online surveys as well with all affected people. And it has come out that we have lost close to 2,000 plus crores because of in the last 3 months. And 35% of the workforce is engaged with the tourism sector in some form or the other. There has been close to 40,000 jobs that have been lost, and investor sentiment is also a little bit lukewarm. In fact, prior to COVID-19, we were registering close to 15 new hotels every fortnight, which was a very healthy trend, and this has completely dropped now. We are very fortunate that the Deputy Chief Minister and Tourism Minister is heading our state level marketing promotion committee, and our chairman Dayanand Sopte is looking into GTDC, into new tourism services. We have tried to realign and make Goa also attractive for adventure tourists. There is a strategy that that the state level marketing committee is targeting high-end individuals to come in and experience Goa in a safe manner. Some of the challenges that we have faced is addressing phobia or correcting mindsets. Today, everybody is in a state of panic and they are at times overreacting, which is understandable. But we want to rest assured that we will not open up our hotels or borders till everything is safe. As you are aware, we have one of the best medical teams, and Goa followed all the SOPs issued by the central government, including Ministry of Tourism. And we had relative success in the first couple of months. However, since we have opened up the borders for repatriation, there have been some instances that positive cases have been found. Nevertheless, we are following all norms and very happy to share that there has been little or no community transmissions. We have now opened up to various hoteliers and we have reached out to them, to the Department of Tourism, wherein they have voluntarily said that they are ready to open up their hotels by following all norms and SOPs, including training for staff on how they should deal and entertain the tourists. However, one should be well prepared that when they come for a holiday in Goa, they will not be expecting full spectrum of facilities, because we have to maintain social distancing, we have to maintain the norms. There will be virtual tours, virtual facilities, but the peace and mind that you will get in Goa will always be there. As a lot of the panelists have said, travel is part of our DNA, and without travel, we will not really fulfill our goals. Therefore, we would like to welcome a lot of the tourists coming into Goa, especially we are targeting HNIs to come to Goa, experience good luxury and interesting facilities that we have got, like helicopter tourist ride, hot air balloon activities, and so on and so forth. In terms of in terms of more challenges, we have to understand that we cannot put pressure on hoteliers to expect the same sort of occupancies and revenue per available room, because we have to compromise on some social distancing and some sort of losses in terms of food and beverage as well. A lot of the outlets that are there, nightclubs, shacks, things like ancillary services will also not be there. So we have to prepare mindsets so that we can not expect this type of full-fledged facilities. In terms of readiness, most of our hoteliers, government sector people, they all have got the necessary equipment to handle room cleaning, to handle check-ins, to handle a cashless transaction. In fact, a great positive out of this is that the tourists coming into Goa now will have to compulsorily have a pre-confirmed voucher wherein we can track them. So unless and until this voucher is not there, wherein they have got a confirmed booking and their plan and itineraries are confirmed, it will be very difficult for tourists to come in. So we are going on a more standardized path and a more concretized path, whereas there is clear visibility. Although in European countries, they used to be very strict on this, I think this is a blessing in disguise. The statistics will improve, the GST collection will improve, there will be accountability, there will be less amount of cheating. So I think this is going to be the new norm, and we want to embrace this type of technologies, and we want to make sure that all hoteliers, operators are registered along with the concerned authorities, so that the taxation part, so that the cheating cases are reduced. As you know, we've also started Goa Miles, which is the first in the country. And the first time there has been some tax collection towards the fare of taxi business. And this is a step forward in the right direction. We also want to do a cashless transaction towards most of the hotels. This is also the vision of the central government. And we also want to tie up with a lot of states as part of the Ek Bharat Shresth Bharat program and the Deco India initiative started by the Ministry of Tourism. In terms of readiness, we have got medical teams on standbys. We have got test kits that are there placed on all borders. We have got thermal readings as well on major transit points. And also very happy that most of the hoteliers and associations have come on board, and together we are working to fight this pandemic. SOPs issued by the Ministry of Home Affairs and Ministry of Tourism along with the state SOPs are all in sync and have been shared with all hoteliers. In addition, hoteliers are most welcome to add more SOPs so that the feel-good factor will be there to the visiting tourist. In fact, most of the hotels who have voluntarily submitted, we have received about 200 odd applications. The Department of Tourism will also go and inspect so that the confidence of the incoming tourist is there, that they are going into safe zones. There are a lot of more issues that we would like to talk about, but we will take it up later at the Q&A sessions. Thank you.